Hello, my friends. I am Pam and Made by Pam. I am so glad that you could join me today. So, today I am doing the paint by frog again. Here is a frog. And when I'm done, it should look something similar to that. But I can't guarantee it will look exactly like that. So, we are going to paint the number 13, 14, and 24. The other day, I did up to number 12 and got that done. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Nice of you guys all to join me today. All right, I'm going to put you down. I'm going to go ahead and get started as I put paint all over my finger. So I just opened up the number 24. So I'm going to start with 24. So my son had his birthday yesterday. I now have a 13-year-old. Crazy to think. He's already 13. It's awesome, though. As you can tell that I do still have a lot more to go on this frog. Oops. Kids are still sleeping. No, it's like 8 a.m. and they're still sleeping. Probably won't be sleeping for long. They're still sleeping. It's a frog who hopped along, singing a song. The merry old frog. He hopped along until he found a home he could is home. He found a wife and made baby tap. Call is home. I was driving home yesterday, and there was it was kind of like a baby, like, I guess, mini swing sitting in the middle of the road. Kind of dangerous for traffic, because cars are kind of swerving a little bit. It was like right where you don't have to swerve, but you kind of do. So you kind of have to be careful when you're driving. So I stopped, and my son said he wanted to do. I'm like, nope, the road's too busy for you to go out there. Because it was quite a busy road at that moment. Lots and lots of cars. So I went and moved the little baby swing seat thing out of the way. Just because I could. I could have fallen out of somebody's vehicle on their way going down to the dump. I don't know. Could have. Sorry. Throat's a little dry. I think it's coming along beautifully. It's a Saturday morning. It's a nice day today. I don't really know how nice it is. I haven't been outside to tell. So it could be storming out there. I don't know. I don't think it's storming, but it could be. I know it's cold out there. I don't know how cold. I could look really quick. Let's see. Do a little update really quick. 25 degrees. Feels like 16 with the wind chill factor. How awesome is that? Oh my. Feels like 16. 25. But feels like 10 degrees colder because of the wind chill factor. That's awesome. I'm glad I don't have to go out there right now. Do plan on going to a birthday party later though for my niece and nephew. Granted, I don't think that their birthdays are this month. I think that they planned the birthday party for both of them so that they could have it together and have it in the place that they wanted. And I guess to reserve the place, took until today to reserve, I guess. And I wasn't sure if I was going to go or not originally. But my sister that lives by me, her son hangs out with my son a lot, which is good. Gives them each a best friend. They're going down. And she asked me if I was. And I was like, oh yeah, I was going to ask you. My sister-in-law had messaged me asking if we were going to make it. So hopefully when I texted her back, it wasn't too late. But they're going swimming. Yeah. I'm not really a swimmer. Not anymore. I guess it shouldn't matter. Shouldn't be self-conscious of my body. You know, in a swimming suit. I am. I shouldn't be. Yeah. I guess the thing is, if people don't like it, too bad. Right? Get one of those full body suits that covers up the entire body. I don't even know if I'll go swimming. I know my kids want to, but I don't know if I will or not. Got quite a few number 24s here. Sometimes I don't know what to talk about. But here I am painting this frog. I want to talk about something besides have all the silence. At least my boys are not, well, my son, 13-year-old, isn't playing on the PlayStation right now. He was earlier, probably about 6 o'clock. He came down and he came up to my room, my bedroom, and apologized for the noise last night. Because him and his cousin were playing. But then he said he was going to go to bed. Which was nice of him to apologize. Because they were kind of noisy. I made sure the door going to the hallway was closed. That goes from where the TV is. So there was less noise. I'm sure it didn't help my daughter out any because her room is right there. Like right next to the TV room. Like my room is like the furthest away from it. But it was nice of him to apologize. I appreciated it. And him saying he was going to bed. So maybe they'll be awake enough when it's time to go to the swimming party. Maybe. For me, I think I'd be just fine if I canceled and said, nope, sorry, we're not going to make it. That'd be kind of mean, though. You know. It's not that I'm against hanging out with his other cousins. It's fine. It's that they don't always approve of my kids. And that's what makes it hard. Granted, they have gotten a lot better since they really saw them last. But it's been a while. Well, I guess they did see us over Christmas. Because I think they were just moving back over Christmas. Or was it? No, because they just moved back just around my brother's birthday. So yeah, my brother's birthday is in May. I think. I don't know. I have no idea. They used to live in Virginia. And I guess my brother job changed again. And they had to move back to Utah. My son was telling me that for his next station that he gets posted in, because he's posted in Virginia right now. I think they'll live there for a couple years. I think till 2024. So for maybe 2 more years. And then he'll get reposted. And he says he would like to live in Connecticut or Washington. And I think he means like Washington State. So if he lived in Washington State, I could see me and the kids getting in the vehicle and driving out to visit him if he lived in Washington. I think that would be fun. But it's harder if he's living in Virginia or if he's living in Connecticut. Because I have little ones, and I can't just like up and leave them. You know? The house just wouldn't run without Mom. I'm painting the number 24s. I guess I could probably use my bigger brush for part of this. I'm going to scrape off some of this excess on the brush real quick. I'm going to grab a drink of water really quick. Okay. Get out my bigger brush. Then I can switch to back to the other one in a minute if I need to. You know, I turned my volume down, but not all the volume. I know. I forgot to shut off the actual, like, notification thing. Like the ringer. Yeah. If you hear that fan noise, that is from my heater going off, warming up the house. because it is cold outside. Feels like 16 degrees out there. I'm at 16 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's very cold. Brr. But yeah, if my son lived in Washington State, I think that would be a good way to visit my grandson. But that won't be for a couple more years. At least. Like, we've driven out to the Oregon coast before. Only because we were in California, I think. No. We were in Idaho. And we decided that we would just keep driving and go to Oregon and let the kids play on the beach in the water. Though it was a little bit windy and cold, but they did have fun. It's been a long time, though. I think my 5-year-old was just a baby. I don't even know if he could walk yet. It was a while ago. Funny how time just kind of all blends together sometimes. They had fun. It would be fun to do that again sometime. Maybe. And I've never really been to Washington. My husband and my oldest daughter went out there when my son was returning from Japan. He had a layover in Seattle. And then he was going to have another layover in like Arizona or something. It wasn't a direct flight from there to home. And it would have taken another like day for travel. And so he kind of talked my husband into driving out and picking him up. So him and my daughter drove out and picked up my son from Seattle when he came back. And that was a good opportunity for him to talk and catch up and everything. I got like one more bigger area. Oh, I just found another number 12 that I didn't get. It happens sometimes. My chair squeaks a little bit. Just a nice quiet day. It's a beautiful day. What do you say? Here we go. Play. Hi, Sherry. How are you doing? Well, thank you for stopping and saying hello. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've gotten pretty far. Think it's coming along. I'm just painting the number 24s right now. And then I'm going to paint the 13 and 14s. And I found that I forgot a number 12 that I need to paint. Yeah, it's coming along pretty nice. Well, the kids are still sleeping. I kind of let them stay up a little bit late. Like my son and his cousin stayed up playing video games all night on the TV. Yeah. Kind of his birthday gift. Just have his cousin over and they could just stay up. I wasn't going to tell them to go to bed. Not last night, anyways. If it was any other night, yeah. But last night, I figured they could stay up. Did want my other kids to go to bed. Like my son, my 10-year-old, didn't want to go to bed. He didn't want to get off the computer. I finally got him to get off the computer. And he said he lost track of time because he was finishing up. And the other ones are still sleeping. Because I wasn't going to wake them up. I figure Saturdays are good days for them to sleep in. I don't mind if they sleep in a little bit. Yes. It did come with these brushes. It came with the 3 brushes. So which one did you get for your sister? I didn't really look at all the different paint by numbers that they had. But yeah, it came with these 3 brushes. And it came with the paint. And it also came with little like screws and hooks to like use to mount the picture like on a... Oh, you got a fairy? Oh, that will look beautiful. That's awesome. So I think I'm going to do number 14 now. I was going to do 13, but I think I'll do 14. Give number 24 a chance to dry a little bit. No, there's a lot of 14 area, and this isn't the fullest. Looks a little empty to me. So I hope that there is enough. I'm sure there will be. I'm sure there will be enough. A lot of it ends up in the lid too. Well, that'll be good, Sherry. I look forward to seeing that. Okay, that is number 14 right there. My son just woke up. He probably just needs to go to the bathroom. Or he's going upstairs to look for me. Then he'll realize I'm not in my room. Because I'm down here in my craft room. And I hear one of my other kids awake too. Hi, Joni.
Oh,
Hi, how are you?
sore.
Yeah, it happens. So how are you doing today, Joni? You doing okay? These ones are pretty big. I don't know if all of them will be this big. I know the diamond dot that I got isn't quite this big. It's like half of this size. My son said he was sore because he got his shots. Well, they all got the flu shot and the COVID booster shot. I also got it too. Because luckily, my kid's doctor is one that has made changes to the doctor's office where the parents can also get their vaccines the same time as the kids, like their shots, because sometimes when you're a mom with little kids, it's hard to make those separate appointments to go in and get shots because you've got little kids. Well, here's Timothy.
What?
Oh yeah, a guitar pick.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Why did Dad thought it and why did Todd thought it?
Really?
Then he thought it.
Yeah, guitar pick.
Yeah. Then Dad washed it.
Oh,
And I found it.
you found it?
Mm-hmm.
You lost it and then you found it?
No, Dad washed it. Then I found
Oh,
it.
Daniel lost it?
No, Dad.
Oh, Dad did?
Dad
Oh.
was his own one. And Tutu
Yeah.
died there.
You're right, it does.
And Tutu all died there.
Yep. He's
And,
telling me where the number 22 goes.
and 20 died there.
Yeah?
Oh, how are you on here? Wait, that don't.
Hi, Kathy. Glad you could be here today. How are you doing?
Hello. I want to tell them.
I'm just working on my paint by numbers.
Okay. I already know that.
I was telling my friends that I'm working on the paint by numbers.
And
I have Sherry
down.
and
I write it down.
and Becca's on there.
I write it down.
You'd have to sit on the other chair to sit down. The chair that's sitting over there. You want me to pull it over for you?
No.
Oh, you're going to do it by yourself?
I got muscles.
Oh, you got strong muscles?
What?
Oh, good.
No. I did it. Right?
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to do that back. I got to do that back, Mom.
Oh,
Then it will work. What's this?
yeah.
I did that back and it did this.
Oh, good.
Mom, can I help you paint?
Not this.
Why? How? The tail on the thing in
Did you hurt your fingers? How's your leg doing?
My blood on deep. But wait. 22?
Oh, that's fine, Joni.
Then 20.
I'm just glad you guys stopped in to say
and
hi.
That 22 and that 22.
See some of my friends hanging out.
And 80. And 80, Mom.
Can you see what?
Hello.
Like I can see them on my phone right here. my friends saying hello
Mom,
and stopping
you
in.
need to turn up it, and then after you're done, then you turn it to them.
Really?
Yeah. No matter what I would.
But do
Would
you need a
be
tissue?
what?
There's a tissue right here, buddy. Oh, thank you, Sherry.
Okay, hold.
They said you're cute.
Wow.
Is my 5-year-old. So we were talking to my son last night, my 22-year-old, because he lives in Virginia. And we were talking, and Timothy was talking to him, and then he called Timo Lizard. I'm like, that's not Elizabeth, that's Timo. He's like, oh, I'm sorry.
Mom, what?
Yeah. I have it pointed down so that they can see what I'm painting.
Okay.
Yeah, because I like people to see what I'm painting. If I'm
Mom,
like talking directly to them,
20.
showing
You
stuff.
gotta do 20.
Yeah, there's a lot of spaces for 20s, huh?
Yeah. 22.
Well, just lost her first
That's
tooth
22.
already? I don't think Timo has lost any teeth yet.
No.
No, not yet. I don't think he has any loose teeth either.
That I don't need to brush my.
You do need to brush your teeth
Yeah.
every single day.
Mom. Yes, I don't brush you two of them out.
If you don't brush your teeth, you'll have cavities and your mouth will look all gross and disgusting.
I
You want to
like
have disgusting looking teeth?
an old he
You want them to look like your uncle's teeth?
my mom on no thing like old pink no 10 and not in that his teeth and he daughter you do.
Oh,
My mouth.
well, you gotta
I
make
don't
sure
know how
you.
that happened.
I don't either, but you gotta make sure you brush your teeth so you don't have owie teeth. But if you don't brush your teeth, you'll have owie teeth, like cavities and stuff. And then your teeth will start to fall out and get all gross and disgusting.
I either was it. Mom, no,
I
you
hope
don't.
everyone slept well. Did you sleep good, Timo?
I tired it.
Whoops.
Had I had
Stuck
a
my
nightmare.
hand in the paint.
I had a nightmare.
You had a nightmare? Oh no.
And then when they made me sleepy.
It made you sleepy?
Yeah.
Really?
And then that nightmare wanted me to tell, and I did not want to tell. And then that nightmare opened my eyes.
The nightmare
Somehow.
opened up your eyes?
Somehow.
Somehow? And now you're awake?
Yeah.
Oh my.
And then one morning, then I did not want to sleep.
You didn't have enough sleep?
That nightmare.
Uh-oh. Well, if you wanted to go back to sleep, you could go back to sleep.
That
Or are you
nightmare,
awake now?
That nightmare stole my dream.
That stole your dreams? So you don't remember what you were dreaming about? Oh, no.
That I doing number one.
You did?
And it was Tony. And I did not want to routine that one. I hide it that Mom
Yep, he's
said.
got the stories. He'll keep us all entertained with his stories. Right, Timo?
Mm-hmm.
What other stories are you going to tell my friends? And tell them how you screamed when you got your shot in your leg? Or do you not want to tell them about that?
And I want them to know that
You don't want
That-
to tell them that you cried and screamed?
that was that why
Did that hurt?
what
It
bad
hurt a lot badder.
and my thought on my birthday that hurt.
Oh,
Daddy, my birthday.
thing is, your birthday, you never have to worry about getting shots directly on your birthday. You know why?
Why?
Because your birthday is too close to Thanksgiving that they're usually not there when it's your birthday.
Really? I thought someone did
So you
that.
always have to wait till the following week
Okay.
to have your shots.
Okay. There's
All right.
medicine
Enjoy
in
your
them.
work, Joni. Thank you for stopping by. And even if you're just listening and lurking in the background, that's cool too.
Tea.
Oh, did you draw all over your arm?
I'll tell what did it done. Never mind it.
It got messed up on accident.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. I thought you did that on purpose.
The nightmare did that.
Your nightmare did that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds scary.
Well, let's see what them done. I don't know. Let's see what them done.
Oh, is he a tattoo artist? Yeah,
Cool.
he likes to draw on himself. Sometimes.
No, I'm
Right.
not tattoo artist.
You're not a tattoo artist? Why not?
Cause I don't want to.
Oh, you just accidentally? I thought you did that on purpose. It looks pretty cool, though. What did you write on yourself again? What did you write on yourself?
That's how I keep my way and I didn't know how to. And
Oh,
then,
you tried to write your whole name on your arm.
and then I didn't know how to.
You
And then,
didn't have enough space.
then I had to draw some more and I have that.
Oh, you drew some more and messed it up.
You know?
Well, good thing it will wash off, right?
Yeah.
It's not stuck on there forever.
And you hit the wall, then I got to.
Granted, it will take a while for it to come off because you probably used the marker, huh? Oh, is that the dry erase marker, black marker that I told you could use to draw on the whiteboard upstairs?
Yeah, and I had to draw myself.
Oh, you decided to on purposely draw on yourself?
I had to draw myself.
Accidentally? Well, how can that be accidentally? You meant to do it, right?
I be on the way P no how. No how. So that we
Yep,
do
that's the
it.
B. The B means that it's like part B of the cutting mat because it comes in 3 pieces. It comes in an A, B, and a C. Like my C is right here and my A is over there. And I have it that way because I had to flip my mat around because my other side of the mat got a little warped because I tried to put a tabletop ironing board on my table and iron, and it got too hot, and it, even though it was just right up it was up so far off the table,
Wow.
It,
And all wing down there.
it warped my table. Hi, Beth. How are you doing? Fancy seeing you here. I'm just painting my paint by number frog. I'm doing the number 14s now. I already did the number 24s. I did find a number 12 that I forgot about. Well, that I skipped over. That I found while I was painting. But I can touch up that 12 later.
Money.
You like the number 20?
No.
You don't like the number 20? I thought you did. Isn't that why you were saying the number 20?
Oh, I was telling 20
Yeah.
to 29.
It only goes up to number 24 on this. Only has 24 colors. Good thing it doesn't have much more than that, huh? That would be a lot of colors to color in if it had more than 24 colors.
Mhm. And yeah, what do bit then? And they're
Yeah.
already hot.
Oh, I bet.
It's a read how to do
Thank you, Beth.
label it.
Hi, Art Curious. Or Miriam. How are you doing?
Nine white then on the
Well, my backup talker is Timothy. He is my 5-year-old. He's one that is also on the spectrum. And, you know, kids on the spectrum are different because, you know, they're different characteristics because my 22-year-old was on the spectrum. My 10-year-old is on the spectrum. And so they don't all look the same. They don't all act the same. They each have their own little personality. And I'm good with that. Right, Timo? We're good with your personality and your many wonderful strengths. Yeah.
And you think they would get to
He's a good kid. He's learning how to read in school.
And I don't like math.
And he has like one of the best teachers, kindergarten teachers in the school.
I want her name again.
Your teacher's name? Miss Scalise. Yeah, there is various types. Oh, Miriam is asking if you like my painting.
I do.
You do? Oh, good.
Mom, do you know I like play? Dad do like this, and I dad do like this. What, Mom? What? Oh, this. I thought the net is
Trying to see if I can find any more number 14s.
14. 14.
Yep, I'm coloring in the number 14s with my paintbrush. It is a very big frog. I'm surprised on how big this picture is. I'm going to have to find a frame to put it on. Maybe all these times I've gone to the thrift stores, I should be looking for picture frames. ones that were big enough to frame this on, that I could reuse the wood on it to frame it so I don't have to make my own. Because I really don't want to have to make my own frame.
Why?
I could do it if I needed to, but I don't want to have to do it. Because that's a lot of work.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though I made the computer desk and the computer bench for upstairs. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Hi, Angie Brown. How are you doing?
Now what? Back.
Yeah, I do 2 sticks.
Back.
It wouldn't be hard to make my own frame. Yeah, I did see I got the 800 subbies. That's pretty exciting.
And then you need to 1 billion million.
That would be nice, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, Timo.
You don't know, Ma? Now what 1 billion million trillion billion 10 will be?
All right, see you later, Sherry. Thanks for stopping by. Yep, gotta get those Christmas PJs sewn.
I know how much time I am.
Like I
Don't know how much time I am. That is 1 billion billion
intend
billion
to
billion
sew up some pants for my 5-year-old. I need to for school. And I want to sew up some overalls some knit overalls that I'm going to send to Joni because I just want to. And
Mama,
sew myself up another pair or 2.
And I need like that.
I need to finish making some more of the hanging towels, like what Kathy was doing yesterday. She was making some towels. And I still have 6 towels that I need to put the toppers on. I just have to refine my pattern piece that I made.
They have 10 okay? I need 10 okay?
Sherry says goodbye.
Bye-bye.
She's gonna go in her sewing room and sew up lots of stuff.
Mom,
Because she's one of my friends and she does a lot of sewing. She also makes quilts and stuff and blankets.
right?
Doesn't that sound like fun?
Put it and now we break it. And you know that?
And Becca does a lot of painting and art work. Angie makes amazing Angie bowls.
Yeah!
And other things.
Get it.
She makes little fabric bowls.
Yeah.
And she made some like ornaments.
Yeah. Wait, Mom.
Yeah?
I need more. Yeah.
Oh, and Anne's at the sewing machine. Oh, that's good, Kathy. It'd be good to get those pillowcases done. I told my husband the other day when he called, because he emptied out one of the drawers that he'd put his clothes in. And because when he left to go to Texas to mobilize, he had to take some of his stuff with him, obviously, because he's going to be down there for a year. So one of the drawers was fully emptied out. So I told him when I was talking to him, like, oh, by the way, I'm utilizing your drawer that you emptied. I'm utilizing it, putting Christmas presents in it for our Christmas party thing that we do each year at my sister's.
Then they want. I need the
And
word,
then he
okay?
was like, oh, good. Glad it's getting used. Because I put them in the empty drawer because then if they're in there, I'll be able to find them later. They're not going to be lost.
What?
Because sometimes I'll get stuff, I'll put it away. I'll think, okay, I'll remember where this is. A couple weeks later, I totally forget where I put the thing. Forget totally about it. And so when Christmas rolls around, I'm scrambling around looking for these gifts that I set here and there and everywhere. And I'm like, I don't know where I put it. So I end up using something else. So you're doing something big with the crochet and you're going to back it with fabric? Well, that's neat. My mom crocheted like this. It's almost like a pillow cover, I guess, she crocheted. And I was going to take it and add fabric to it.
Mom, I need
So it was kind of like a throw pillow. Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't done it yet. I was going to. It wouldn't be that hard to finish it.
Mom, I need you to do this to that and that. Then I tell you this. For L. Then I'm 10. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I'm 10. And how about you it?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not in Wimbledon, no why? No why? He said, Wimbledon, don't tell you Albert Yo in it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
They told the Albert Yo in it, but then told I read the Albert Yo that did it. And then they want them.
All right. See you later, Becca.
Ah! Dad!
Enjoy picking up your son.
Daddy! Wait.
I think my husband had yesterday off because it was day, and I guess they don't make the military work on Veterans Day. Well, I think my son had to go in because he's Navy, but my husband, he's like working an office type job.
What? Dad!
Like if he was like deployed overseas, it wouldn't matter. They still have to work. But yeah, don't put it all over the paper, please.
I only the toy.
But yeah, so he basically got the day off.
Mm-hmm.
He told me that he hadn't done much, and he pretty much he'd gone to the gym and exercised and ate breakfast and spent the most of the day in the hotel room. His home away from home, which is good. It's not too bad so far. So glad all my friends could join me today. And yes, I consider you guys all of my friends. Like when I talk to my husband or my kids and I'm talking about something, I tell them, yeah, I was talking to friends.
Mom,
And
they are to take all
are they
these
your
together.
real friends or just your YouTube friends? I'm like, well, they're my YouTube friends, but they're still my real friends. It's like we talk to each other, we discuss stuff with each other.
Did the waited. Okay, Mom.
What?
The waited that out there. Now then
Yeah.
how you have to say, oh man, and that's why all the
But yeah, you guys are all my friends.
Mom. I need to use them more hair. I get back. I your back hair, okay, Mom.
Oh, and now I have an Elizabeth. She came down to say hello.
Oh, Mom, I was awake before everyone.
Oh, really? Was you? What time
Yeah,
did
except
you
for
wake
you.
up?
Except for you, Mom.
Oh, except for me.
I need some back hair. I need this you. Okay. And this you got this.
So I think I'm done with the number 14s.
I need the tape.
Thank you, Beth. I'm
Mom, I
excited
need
to
the
hit that
tape.
800 subby mark.
I
Just
need the tape
200 more
tape
to
these
go
together.
to have the 1,000. But I know that will still take a while. But I couldn't have gotten up to 800 subbies without you guys. You know, like going on your guys' channels and on your lives and stuff has really helped. So I couldn't have done it without any of you guys. Because you all have subbed and helped and promoted.
Mom,
And
help
that's
me.
a big thing.
Yeah.
Why are you playing with my tape, buddy?
I need the tape for that.
You need the tape for that?
Yeah,
Why?
That I need to tell you that.
He thinks he needs to waste my tape.
I need to tell you that about.
Oh, you want to make a circle with this?
Yeah. And then now I need to paint it. Okay, Mom? Now I need to paint it.
Oh, okay. Hello, Trey. How are you doing? Glad you could join us. Yep, yesterday was Veterans Day. It was my son's birthday.
Your birthday.
It was Ethan's
Oh,
birthday.
now I did it.
Remember?
Now I need to paint it.
Well, I'll have to paint it later.
Okay. I need to paint it. Okay?
We'll have to get out the other paints and the little paint palette later. And you can paint that. Or you can draw on it with crayons or with marker or colored pencil. You want to color on it with marker?
No, that would be boring.
It would be boring. Really?
That don't tell you my anymore. Do you know
Marker
that?
would stick on that better than paint would.
How?
How? Because of the type of paper it is. But it's got that smooth finish on it. And paint doesn't stick the best to that.
Okay. And I don't know where my at.
I know where markers are. Would you like
What?
me to get you some?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I use that. Mom, can I help you use that? No, why?
Help me with what?
Help me. I
Help me
can-
paint this? No.
That will use that.
Nope. Oh, that is my son. He is my 5-year-old. He is one of my ones that is on the spectrum. And if you're wondering what the spectrum is, it's autism. He was diagnosed with autism when he was 2.5.
2.5?
Yep.
Wanda!
You were 2.5 years old.
And what do that even mean?
What? 2.5?
Mm-hmm.
You were 2 years old.
So 3-year-old.
Then I have a 8-year-old. That's my daughter.
I know
And-
that. Wanda.
My 8-year-old, Elizabeth.
This is not a year.
Yes, Elizabeth is 8 years old.
How?
How?
That is not her birthday. Not your birthday yet.
Like, is what that even mean? Yeah. It's cute. I get a kick out of them sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah, you heard me. I said sometimes.
32-year-old. Like, or you're them 8-year-old.
Well, you're almost 6 years old.
Mom, I 32-year-old. Why are you the 8-year-old? Did you know that? You did not know that. You bought it.
From the birthday till the other birthday, all have the same age. Huh.
Did you know that?
I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna get my son some markers here.
Like, Mom, like, kidded. Then you, like,
Because I have some
that-
pretty cool
that
markers.
was
That are
not
color of the
what
world markers.
Walmart.
They're a bunch of different markers. They say color of the world
That was
markers. Yep.
have not you doing and do with the mobile. Da. Eh. Da. Wait, Mom. That's
Okay.
it.
Well, that's good to know, Trey.
I don't want $10. Yeah,
my-
$10.
10-year-old is also on the spectrum.
Da.
But he got diagnosed like at the beginning of first grade. Because it took a while to get the testing done and get it arranged. And so since I had started getting the testing done for my 10-year-old, I also got my now 5-year-old tested at the same time because he was 2.5. He wasn't talking much.
I want
And
Dogma. I want Dogma.
a lot of his characteristics, now it's not supposed to be colored, whoops. A lot of his characteristics were that of a child on the spectrum.
Wow.
And so they went ahead and did the
Mom,
testing.
what? That wasn't there. Mom,
Oh,
there.
that's good,
Mom,
Trey.
what? What? Mom, what?
Yeah, that was a long time ago, Trey.
Mom. What?
Yeah.
I didn't hit.
Yeah, that just shows the different colors of the markers.
Really?
Yeah, really.
You want me to know them? Da. And they told all them. That's what he did to it. Like what?
My 22-year-old is also on the spectrum.
I know I'm that.
My 22-year-old? That's Matthew.
I said that.
My 22-year-old was diagnosed with PDD when he was
Ah.
in 3rd grade. It would have been nice to have gotten him diagnosed sooner.
Ah. How we do the tower? The tower. How many yell there? That's boring. They are boring. What the yell there? That's boring.
What?
It's boring for my head.
It's boring.
Mm-hmm.
He dumped all of the crayons out on the table.
And boring.
Oh, are those colors boring?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I'll find some other colors. Put all the colors back in the box.
That's boring.
Yeah, so put them back in there and I can find you a different color.
It's boring to do that.
Well, you're the one that dumped them all out.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, just put some in each box. They don't have to be in a specific box. You can just put them together in one box. Now, I also graduated from high school at 19. Oh, yeah. My, I totally understand the schizophrenia part. Sometimes they also think that what are you doing, Timo? Timo, what are you doing? What trouble are you getting into? What are you looking for?
I want new money.
Have these markers. You can use these ones.
No.
These ones are colorful. Look at all those colors.
Is it red?
Yep, there's red.
I'm that red.
Should have gotten him that pack of markers before.
I'm that red. I'm that red. Mom, I'm that red.
Like my 22-year-old. He act like an Asperger's. He looked like an Aspie kid. He interacted like an Aspie kid with Asperger's. But they diagnosed him with PDD because he was just like one point off of being Aspie. Now they'll just diagnose him with ASD, which is autism spectrum disorder.
Ow.
So it's not as singled out. But you know, it's the way it is nowadays. And there are lots of kids.
Nothing on it.
Well, then don't put it on that.
I want you to.
Well, then switch it around and try on the other end and see if the other end will make it stick.
No. So the end had that on it.
Really? Oh, yeah. I don't know, buddy.
Now
Did you
it's
get
hitting.
Oh, good. He got it to fit.
No. My mommy was this. Terrible. And people are doing it.
Oh, yeah.
What do you say? I did tweet out.
Oh, that's cool, Trey.
And
Hey, you got to be on the newspaper.
And I tweet
That's
doing this. And I'm on.
What?
Can I tweet while you're doing this?
Yeah, you can color that with the marker.
I want to tweet while you're doing it, don't I? Because I thought to connect these after that.
Oh, you have to connect those after that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those will all connect back on there after.
That one. I need help
You're gonna
telling
write
it
your name on it?
that I
You're gonna
can
practice writing your name.
that I want to help. Look, Mom. A day like a day.
Yeah.
And I don't want day it.
I love getting to know more about my friends. And yes, you guys are all my friends. Every single one of you. Hi, Chris. So glad to see
Chris?
you here. Yeah, I have a friend named Chris, too.
And you need Allie my 10 at a tour.
Oh, do you have a friend named Chris at school?
No. I have a name Junior tour.
Junior?
Mm-hmm.
Is that our neighbor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they told me now.
Well, isn't it so fun having a neighbor that goes to your same school?
Yeah.
Although you guys would think, well, most neighbors go to the same school. It's okay, Chris. It happens. You gotta make sure you get the medications.
It's hard to tell you that.
Is it hard to color with that?
Mm,
Is it so difficult?
yeah.
Are you all worn out? Are you leaving me?
I need to take a nap.
You need to take a nap?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you go take a nap. Oh my. I love it. Okay, see you next time, Trey. Enjoy your haircut. And thank you for sharing a little bit more about you. It helps us get to know who we interact with and talk to. And I love to know that stuff. I wish Sherry was still on here, because that would clear up a lot for her. She was a little bit concerned the other day about some of the stuff. I'll have to message her and let her know. So good to have you guys all here. I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about today. I was trying to come up with stuff, and then I was like, trying to sing little silly songs. Like if you rewatch, you would hear my little silly song at the very beginning, because it was kind of quiet. Trying to entertain myself, because, you know, I can't play music while I'm doing this. I can sing songs, but can't really play music. That would be fun, though. Yep. Share the stage. And he helped break some of the silence up here. Oh, I totally forgot a whole section of this 14. Kids aren't too happy with me today, because every single one of them Like, not just my 13-year-old, but all of them. I had them all get shots. So each one of them got 2 shots. They got their flu shot and they got their COVID booster shot. Now, when this stuff was first coming out and they were talking about shots and stuff, I was a little bit skeptical, you know. Granted, I think most people were. But then it hit about July, August last year. So my husband had gone to training, and so he was gone for a couple weeks. And I had taken him to the airport and dropped him off. And, you know, they were watching videos, and they were talking about the Omicron. No, about the Delta coming out full force. And about the devastation that was causing. And then the Omicron came out later. But it came out, and I was like, what is my hesitation? Why am I hesitating on this? There's nothing to be afraid of. Seriously. Because I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I have never been. I have made sure that my kids have gotten all of their vaccines on time every year, like clockwork. You know. And even if that meant that they, like, some blame autism on vaccines and stuff. If that means what it is, like that it's caused from vaccines, that's one thing. But I just think it's in their genetic code that whether they got the vaccine or not, they would probably have it if they're meant to have it. Because that's just the way it is. And being that my kids some of them have autism, and then others don't. Well, even my 20-year-old, she got tested, and they said that she was right there on the borderline, that they could diagnose her with ASD, with autism, but they didn't want that to be a stigma for her. Well, how she is now, it would have been welcome to have had that diagnosis, just because she does have a hard time holding a job. The social interaction she has with other people makes it hard for them to associate with her. But she has her little quirky bits, you know? Weird to say, huh? Little quirky bits. But that's the way it is. Well, let's see. How long have I been on? An hour and a half. I'm thinking I still have like half an hour I can go. Well, I usually like to do this for like maybe 2 hours. So, I think, which one do I want to do? Do I want to do the 22s or do I want to do the 15s? Which one should I do, guys? The 22s or the 15s? The 15s are like a light, like lavender purple. Or the 22 is a dark brown. Because I could do either one. And I like to clip the paint around. Do the 15s. Okay. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Miriam. So I will do the 15s. And I will leave out my other ones that I already have out. Because I could easily, as I'm going, find ones that need to be colored in. Get the excess off my lid here. As I make a mess. Alright, so I'll do the 15s. I should probably work on the other end and work this way. But, oh well. I'll probably end up sticking my arm or hand or something in the wet paint. But the paint does dry pretty fast, so it's not too bad. So nice having you guys here. So is Emerson feeling better, Kathy? I know you said she had RSV. Poor girl. That's hard. My son's little boy, he's like a month and a half. They just got over having RSV. Poor little boy. He's doing much better though. So all of my friends that prayed for him, I am so grateful. Because I had mentioned it during one of the videos someone was doing. That my son, little boy, had RSV and was being hospitalized a couple weeks ago. And all of these wonderful friends have rallied together and said prayers and have prayed for him. That I am so grateful that the power of prayer exists. Oh, she's worse today? Oh my goodness, Kathy, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. I hope she doesn't have to be hospitalized. But if it gets too bad, might have to. Because I know there's a lot of people that are being hospitalized for RSV. I've had 2 kids that have had RSV. They are kind of loud up there. And I know you guys don't mind the excess noise. But it is a bit loud. Yeah, that's hard, Kathy. Like my 13-year-old and my 10-year-old both had RSV. Like my 13-year-old luckily I had my mom around because she was able to watch my other kids because she was able to watch my 2 oldest. Because she lived with me for a while. When my husband was deployed, when he went to Afghanistan. And so my son had RSV. He was like 3 months old. And we spent a couple days in the hospital. And it was over Valentine's Day. My husband wasn't home anyways, so that was okay. And thank goodness for moms and grandmas, you know. Yeah, I don't want you to get it, Kathy. That would be hard. You have enough problems. You don't need to add a respiratory infection like RSV on top of it. Gonna have to use the smaller brush for this inside part here. It looks kind of like a purple, but it's kind of also like a gray, I guess. It's like a grayish purple. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you don't get it, Kathy. Because I know you suffer from the coughs too sometimes. Like, I don't wish pneumonia on anybody at all. I had pneumonia when, I guess before I got pregnant with my 5-year-old. I had it really bad. I had gone to the doctor and they did some tests and it's like, yep, you have pneumonia. I think they did like an x-ray or something on my chest and saw it in there. And so they gave me some medication and the medication didn't like my body. And it started like making my breathing harder. It made it harder to breathe. And so I did quick, like, shallow breaths. Because if I try to do deep breaths when I had pneumonia, especially when I had that medication, my oxygen levels would dip too low. Like if I tried to relax. Because I had taken the medication because it said to take it just before bed, you know, because I just been given it. And I took it and I was up for a little bit. And I just kept getting worse. And I went in and told my husband, I'm like, I'm not doing okay. There's something going on. I can't breathe. I'm having a hard time breathing. It was like almost like I was hyperventilating or something. And like at that time, if I'd known, I could have just taken a Benadryl and it would have counteracted the effects of the medication that I had taken. I would have done that. But I didn't know that at the time. But that's all they gave me in the hospital was Benadryl. And then like a hefty bill that had to be paid. But while I was in the hospital in the ER and laying there like trying to relax and my breasts would get all shallow and stuff. My husband, like the alarm started going off and my husband would shake me. It's like, hey, breathe. You know, it was scary for him. And luckily, you know, I had family nearby. And my son was maybe, well, he's 22 now, and it was like 5 years ago. So he's like, maybe, well, I guess it was maybe 6 years ago at least. 22. So he was like maybe 14. I don't know. He was old enough. Maybe he was older than that. But he was home. And the other ones were semi-old enough. And it was in the middle of the night. So they were all sleeping. Hi, Megan. How are you doing? Hi, Artsy. So glad to see you. But I told my husband that I needed to go to the hospital because I was having interaction with the medication that I'd taken. And so he got up and took me. You know, I had said, well, I can just drive myself. He's like, no, you're not. Which was smart because it probably would have been a bad idea to try to drive myself, especially how I was feeling. He's like, well, just tell Matthew that he's going to watch the kids. And we'll let your family know. And if they need to, they can come over and help watch him while I was at the hospital. So we spent a couple of hours in the hospital. But if we had known that we could have just taken Benadryl to counteract the effects of the medication, I would have done that. And then later I followed up with the doctor that prescribed me the meds and let him know, and so he prescribed me something else, which helped. But yeah, it was scary. You know, having pneumonia and not being able to breathe and just the interactions of it. So now when I go to doctor's appointments and stuff and they ask me what I'm allergic to, I tell them. And sometimes they'll ask me how I know that I'm allergic to that. It's like, well, I had pneumonia and it started to close my airways and make it hard to breathe. So yeah, I'm just never going to take it again. Yeah. Yeah, because Artsy's name is Kelly. But she is used to being called Artsy, so it's just easier to call her Artsy, right, Kelly? Because I know there are some streams that they have other Kellys and stuff in there. Like there's some that there's several Kathys and several Janets and a bunch of other people. But yeah, having pneumonia was hard. And when the pandemic and they were talking about people having pneumonia and, those kind of hard things, I'm like, I don't want that again. And when I did have COVID back in May, that was kind of hard. It did affect the lungs a little bit, but not nearly as bad as it did my husband. For me, it wasn't nearly as bad. And at first, when I got it, yeah, it can wipe out the energy fast. Like when I had COVID in May, I thought I just had a really bad cold. And my husband just thought he had a cold too. Well, he went because his boss said, hey, you need to go get tested. And so my husband went and got tested, and it came back positive. And so I decided to go get tested. And it came back positive. And being that me and my husband were both sick, and my kids did okay with it. I don't know if they were actually sick or not, but they did have colds anyways. And so I told the school that we all had COVID, that they weren't going to be going back to school for a little bit. And granted, that was like, when they went back to school, they had like 1 week of school left. Because it was right towards the end of May. Because we had gone to a school function, like a little carnival type thing at the school. And I guess during that, me and my husband both caught COVID. And since I wasn't doing good at that time, my kids weren't doing good. Hi, Jenren. How are you doing? Are you feeling better? I know you have been under the weather. I hope you're doing good. I have a little bit of a runny nose today. But I could probably also attribute that to the cold. Because it is cold outside. Well, and I went outside yesterday without my coat on for a couple minutes. Only because I was checking the mailbox. I just found another number 10 that I had skipped. Go figure. So glad you guys could all join me today. Gives me something to talk about. My kids are upstairs playing on the computer. Like my 5-year-old. My 10-year-old is probably still sleeping. My 13-year-old, he was awake for a couple minutes. He might have gone back to bed. When he comes in here, he always goes to the back room looking for something. And I know what he's looking for. He wants soda. And I haven't bought any new soda in a while. And so he gets kind of upset because I don't have any new soda for him to devour. Because that's just the way it is. I only need to cut down on the soda. They like Dr. Pepper. Yeah. You're fussy cutting, Jen? Well, that's good. I do that sometime. Like I have so I have a toaster strudel box upstairs. And it has strawberries on it. And I want to cut the strawberries off of this toaster strudel box. Because there's a cool looking strawberries. And it's on cardboard too. Oh, my 10-year-old is awake now. I hear him up there talking to his siblings. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah. He loves soda. I know the other day I mentioned that I don't drink soda with caffeine in it. And it's just a preference of mine. But at times I do let my kids drink it, especially Dr. Pepper. I just prefer not to, for me personally. Maybe I'm afraid I would like it too much and like the effects, that it's better that if I don't have it, then I won't know what it's like. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. Or maybe not. That part right there was probably just supposed to be part of 21 that I just colored in. Like right in this edge right there. Oh well. Okay. I appreciate you stopping by, Kathy. Hope Sweet Emerson gets feeling better. That's hard stuff. And I hope you don't catch it. I think sometimes it's rougher on the adults than it is the child. I want all my friends to stay healthy. I don't want any of my friends to be sick. Even if I've never met you in person, we've just met online through YouTube. You're still my friends. You drink diet soda. Coffee addict. Yeah, I have a hard time with the smell of coffee. Like my mom says she loves the smell of coffee. She doesn't like the taste, but she loves the smell. But my grandpa used to drink coffee quite a bit. I remember my grandma used to make postum. I think that may have been like a coffee alternative. I don't know. I just know my grandma used to drink it. She used to make it a lot. I think she used to give it to us kids too. Because we did have a chance to hang out with our grandma quite a bit. I'm just looking around to see if I can find any more number 15s. I think I may have gotten the majority, if not all, the 15s. I'm hoping. Because sometimes I do find areas that I have missed. Like my area 10 that I missed. Oh yeah, I don't like Red Bull. But see, the thing is, I've never drinking Red Bull. So I got out my number 10 since I found the small area of number. Yeah. My sister drinks coffee. But she's also a nurse. She's like a supervising nurse. She's really good at her job. And I'm grateful for all the nurses out there. Like, we may not always know all that you guys go through, but it's a lot, I'm sure. You guys have so much that you have to do and keep track of. Like my sister, she does quite a bit. She like works, I think she works graveyards though. But she has a night shift. Just because it's a shift that she does. Well, on working the night shift, they get paid better. I think she's lived in like, she's worked in a rehabilitation center also. Like critical care nursing. I know she just changed positions. And I think she was working at a different hospital now. I'm not 100% sure. And then my other sister, she would probably be 43 now. Oh, yeah. Oh, a house supervisor? So is that like with, because my niece, she works in a home where they take care of like disabled adults. And, so she goes in and, because they have to have someone in the house at all times. And they got to make sure that the adults have the food that they need and whatnot. And everything. Like my niece works in a home where she looks after adults. Like she has to help them wipe or clean them up or, sometimes maybe give a bath. Yeah, I understand what a house supervisor is. Maybe. Or maybe that's different than what my sister does. Because, my niece does. Because she's not a house supervisor, but she works inside a house. And they have a house supervisor. But these are they're living at this house. But yeah. I think I have all of my numbers. Next time I do this, I'll probably do the 16s, the 17s. Depending on how long it takes. I'm thinking at least 2 more sessions of paint by number. But I think it's coming along nicely. I'm glad all of you guys could join me. It's not long-term care. It's not a community hospital. There's no ER, etc. Kind of like taking the floor of a hospital and putting it in another building. Okay, I think that's kind of what my sister does. Yeah. Well, because my sister, I think she kind of does like the longer term. It's not like permanent care, but it's for those ones that need a little bit of extra care. Yeah, Miriam, it sounds like you worked in that kind of house where my niece works. She really likes it. Her little brother, so my nephew, is mentally challenged, kind of like, but he's only 10. Yeah, my sister does a lot of that kind of stuff too. Yeah. All right. Well, this is all I'm going to do for today. I am over 2 hours. So this is my picture so far. I appreciate you guys all joining me today. Thank you so much. It gave me something to talk about besides just rambling to myself and being silent. And this is what I have so far. I think it's coming along nicely. Kind of coming along a lot nicer than I anticipated. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you, Artsy. And Jenren. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think it is coming along quite nicely too. All right. Well, I'll catch you guys all next time. Hope you all have a wonderful day and stay creative. Bye now.